Hi guys and welcome back. This is Carl Gunner Grover 14 here and this is F1 2015 and this is going to be the start of our championship series on this channel. In today's video we're going to be starting our first race in the championship at the Australian Grand Prix, and the driver I've selected to do the championship with is Jenson Button. There's no particular reason for that, that's just who I've chosen, and we've got the level set on hard. I don't know whether that's too hard or not hard enough, but we're going to try and jump straight into qualifying, try and get a decent position on the grid, and then just see what we can do in the race. Now, here we go. Right, I've opted for one-shot qualifying, so we've got one lap to try and put the best time in to hopefully get pole position. Let's get into this and really put our foot down.
Jenson Button was fastest in today's qualifying session.
So we managed to achieve pole position. That's absolutely amazing in our first race in this championship. Just a little bit ahead of Lewis Hamilton. So we're going to have to really start well and try and hold that position and try and get our first win. Right, let's get into the race.
The crowd are here and they're here in numbers for the first race of the season. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. And what a Grand Prix we have for you today. On pole is Jenson Button. He had a fantastic lap in qualifying yesterday, and to be fair to the British driver, surprised quite a few in the paddock with that result.
Well, we shouldn't really be surprised. Jenson has a great track record around here, having won the race 3 times before. Twice with McLaren and once with Brawn. If the car's as good in race trim as it was yesterday, I think he'll win this race.
So what would you have been doing overnight if you were Lewis Hamilton to make up the time difference that he needs to make up based on yesterday's qualifying times?
He clearly has a pretty good balance in the car. He just needs to work out where he can squeeze an extra tenth or two to make up the difference.
Right, it's really important that we get around that first bend and hold our position in first. Right, let's try and get a good start. Not too bad. Hamilton's coming up the side of me. Let's block him off. Oh no, I think he's taking me. No, no. Oh God. God, that was lucky. Almost took me out there, but managed to get away. And I think Rosberg just taken second. Hamilton in third. Let's try and set the pace. We had some really good lap times in qualifying and practice, so if we can carry those times on, maybe we can just gap the second place so we can win this race. Right, it's not too bad so far. Finding the handling on this game, it's not bad so far. I haven't mucked around with the settings too much. That's something that we will do later in the championship. Also, I will get rid of things like driver line and stuff, just trying to get the hang of the game in this first championship race. I'm not sure how challenging it's going to be on this level. We've got to pit in. I think we set the pit in at lap 7. So hopefully we can stay in pole position up until lap 7. Right, so far so good. Not a bad first lap. That's what we wanted. Still got Rosberg on our tail. Hamilton in 3rd. Still looking good. That's the first lap out the way. Not a bad time. It's not as quick as what we did in qualifying, but it's still not bad for first lap. Just having to make sure I'm in the right positions to when I'm on the braking to take the corners. Don't want to cut too many corners. Don't want to get any warnings. Pace is not too bad at the moment. Got about almost a half-second lead over second. That's not amazing, but it's enough. We want to get that to at least a couple of seconds. Try not to make any mistakes. See if we can up the pace in this second lap. I think. Oh no! God dear, Rosberg tried to go down the side of me then. Oh god, that was close. Managed to defend really well there. They're not going to hold back. They're really going to pressure me. Oh, Hamilton's taken 2nd place. So we've got Hamilton behind us now. So we're in for it now. Got the world champion behind us. Right, so we finished the 2nd lap and we're still in 1st. This is a really good effort so far. We want to stay in P1 if we can. I think Hamilton's really going to put the pressure on. He's dropped that gap. So he's only just behind me. Try and concentrate. Don't want to make any mistakes. So our last lap was a 1:32. So we did a 1:31 in, I think, qualifying. So we're still not up to the speed we were in qualifying. But the difference is we've got the pressure of the other racers behind us. That does make a hell of a difference. Right. Don't know what the gap is now. Not sure whether I'm pulling away. Wait until it lets us know. But still Hamilton behind us and Rosberg behind him in 3rd. Right, so the gap is about half a second. So that's not too bad. Right. Let's try and keep this pace. Like I said, I would love just to hold this position at least up until pit-in, until we get some new tyres on. Not feeling any effects of tyre wear just yet.
Hamilton's gaining around 3
Right.
tenths
Oh
of you
god,
each lap.
Hamilton's taking me. No, not having that. God dear. I must have slowed down too much for that corner there. Hamilton almost took me on that corner, but managed to fight back. He's definitely putting us under pressure now. He's obviously closed the gap. Oh god, that was not a very good corner there. Got to keep it steady. Got a long way to go. Still, we've got another 11 laps. Right. Still keeping it steady. Can we do this corner a bit better? Oh, God. Slowed down a bit too much there. I could have done that faster. But then we're still new to the game. Still getting used to the controls and the handling of the car. Definitely could have adjusted the suspension a bit, because when you go over those the curbs and that slightly, it's sort of slowing us down a bit. Definitely have to look into that in the next race, I think. The car setup. Right, so we're coming into the end of the 4th lap and we're still in P1. So, so far so good. Right, so we picked this up again and we're on lap 5. Still in P1, but Hamilton has closed the gap and he's right on my tail, putting me under pressure. He's really trying to pass at every opportunity. And I've made a few mistakes here and there at the start of this 5th lap to let him come back at me. So I can feel him on my tail. He's going to be trying to make a pass very soon. We've got to try and be as defensive as we can. But he's definitely got the pace over me. Oh, he's taking me in the inside. Oh, there's nothing I could do about that. He just had the speed over me. Oh, God. I've been clipped by Rosberg. Oh, no. He's cost me a bit of time. Oh, no. Right. We've got to get back on it again. Don't let Hamilton pull away. Oh, that was really frustrating. I wasn't expecting him to pass me there. I should have covered the inside. It was my fault. And then Rosberg clipped me a bit and cost me a bit, maybe half a second. And he's given Hamilton probably a second lead here. While we pick it up in the 9th lap, we're still behind Hamilton and he's pulled a further lead and we're really trying to get that time down. He's about just over 6 seconds ahead of us. We've made a few mistakes over the last couple of laps and it's really slowed us down. Plus we pitted in lap 7. That cost us a couple of seconds as well. So at the moment we're about 6 seconds behind Hamilton, but we're still in 2nd, which is a good position and not bad for our first attempt in this championship. But we really would like to keep on putting on the pressure and try and get that gap closed down. Let's see if we pulled the time down again. Let's check. Right, no, it's still 6.2. That's still, I think, too much for us to catch, but we've still got 5 laps to go. You never know. I've really got to put my foot down. But I'm still pleased with the position so far. I mean, P2's not bad on your first attempt, but playing it on this hard level is definitely challenging. And yeah, we gave Hamilton a chance. We have had a couple of collisions with Rosberg, which cost us a bit of time, and he's taken full advantage of that. So hopefully we can keep on going, cutting that time down. And yeah, I'll definitely take 2nd position if that's what I'm going to get. Right, let's keep on going. We still haven't managed to get the sort of times that we got in qualifying, which is a bit frustrating. But that's all down to obviously tyre wear and just pressure of the other drivers. Right, we're coming up to the end of this 10th lap. God, oh God! See, I'm making mistakes. That's probably cost us a little bit more time. Definitely need to settle down. We don't want to lose P2. I'm really still. Let's see what the time is now. Coming up to the end of this lap. Well, we picked this race up on the end of the 14th lap, going into the final lap. And Hamilton's pulled out further distance between us. Doesn't look like we're going to catch him in this race. So in the next race we definitely have to get more consistent lap times and not make so many mistakes, because on this level they definitely take full advantage of that. So let's try and put in a final good lap for this final lap of the race, and hopefully finish in P2, which is a brilliant position, decent points, and yeah, I think that's a good end of the first race in this championship. I'm definitely enjoying the game so far, guys. It's definitely made a lot of improvements from the last time I played an F1 game. The graphics look good, it sounds good, and the handling's brilliant. I'm definitely going to have a look at more at the customization and setting up the cars for each individual track. We definitely, like I said a moment ago, we definitely need to get more consistent lap times to challenge. This is the level I'm going to stay on, definitely. I mean, yeah, it's going to be hard. We're probably not going to win first couple of races, but I like the challenge, and we see what happens. Right, let's try and put in a last good half a lap at this final lap, take P2 and get some decent points. Right, let's bring it home. Right, last couple of corners coming up with the checker flag ahead. So Lewis Hamilton's taking the victory. Can we take second? Let's hold it. Put our foot down. Quality. So that's a second place, a podium finish in our first race on this championship. I'm really happy with that. And we can learn a lot from this race. We weren't consistent enough with the lap times. We made that mistake for Lewis Hamilton to pass us. And then we had a couple of altercations with Rosberg. And we lost too much time in the section straight after pitting, and we couldn't catch up. But hopefully in the next race we'll learn from that, and also, like I said, we're going to look into the car setups a bit more, set it up for the next race, and hopefully we can pull off and get another good position and hopefully win the race. Right, I'm just about to show you the clip of the replay of when Hamilton passed me from me making a mistake and not covering the inside and going on to win the race.
Near the front, and he's proven that yet again today.